Today we will discuss a new topic, that is nucleophilic substitution reaction. So what do you mean by substitution reaction? Substitution is the replacement of a group, an atom, or a group of atom is replaced by another atom or group of atoms. Such type of reactions are known as substitution reaction. If this atom or group of atom is a nucleophile, such type of reactions are known as nucleophilic substitution reaction. So these type of nucleophilic substitution reactions, they are classified into two, SN1 and SN2 reactions. So generally nucleophilic substitution reaction, they are represented by the following equation. That is Nu, that is a nucleophile, when reacts with an alkyl halide, we will get a substituted product, that is this halide ion is substituted with a nucleophile. And we will get a leaving group, that is halide ion. This is leaving group. This is the product. This is the substrate alkyl halide. And this is the nucleophile. So there is a electronegativity difference between this carbon and halogen, because halogen is highly electronegative and carbon is not much electronegative. So there will be a charge polarization or polarity of bond will form between this carbon and halogen. This is the reason why this alkyl halide undergo nucleophilic substitution reactions. As I told, these nucleophilic substitution reaction, they are classified into two, SN2 reactions and SN1 reaction. Now we will move on to SN2 mechanism. SN2 mechanism. SN2 reaction stands for bimolecular nucleophilic substitution. Bimolecular, 2 stands for bimolecular. Bimolecular nucleophilic substitution. Reaction. First we will go into its mechanism. Then I will explain why it is known as bimolecular. So we are taking the substrate, that is alkyl halide. Here I am taking methyl bromide. When reacts with a nucleophile, that is OH minus, what will happen? This OH minus will go and bind with carbon and form a transition state. That is the transition state. And then this bromine will be eliminated. This is the product. So you can see that this OH minus attached to the carbon opposite to that of where the bromine attacks. That is, we will get a inverted product. That is, if we are taking an S isomer, we will get an R isomer, and if we are taking an R isomer, we will get an S isomer. As I said, we will always get an inverted product for SN2 mechanism. This is because in the transition state, both the leaving group and the attacking nucleophile forms a partial bond with this carbon. So, this attacking nucleophile will always come and bind with the carbon opposite to, that is in the back side. Rear side attachment of nucleophile will always occur. I will show this with an example of a wheel. This central carbon is represented as um, this one, and the spokes of this wheel are the hydrogens attached to this carbon atom, and uh, through this axle, there will this nucleophile as well as the leaving group will attach. This axle will move to this side also, so this bromine will be like this. The bromine will be attacking on this side, and nucleophile OH will be attacking on the other side. Already this bromine is existing here. So the nucleophile have only space to attach to this side only. So we will get inverted product. One of the main characteristic of this SN2 mechanism is inversion of configuration. Now we will move on to its kinetics. So the rate will always be proportional to the concentration of reactants in the rate determining step. This is the rate determining step. So here there are concentration of alkyl halide and OH minus, that is the nucleophile. So rate is equal to K into concentration of alkyl halide, that I am representing as Rx, and OH as nucleophile. So R is equal to K into Rx into concentration of Rx into concentration of nucleophile. This is the rate equation or kinetic equation for SN2 mechanism, and this is a second order reaction. As the equation indicates, it is a second order reaction. So the rate equation includes both the concentration of alkyl halide and nucleophile. That is why it is known as bimolecular nucleophilic substitution. So what are the characteristics of this SN2 mechanism? First one, that is, it is a one-step reaction. Then second one, it is a bimolecular mechanism or second order reaction. Then third characteristic is complete inversion of configuration. Okay, now we will move on to different alkyl halides. Compare primary, secondary and tertiary alkyl halides. This is primary alkyl halide or methyl group. If we are replacing it with a bulkier group. So this is methyl bromide. This is primary alkyl halide. This is secondary alkyl halide, and this is tertiary alkyl halide. As we compare the reactivity is more for this methyl group. SN2 reaction, the reactivity order, this is in the decreasing order. Decreases in this order. This is because when these hydrogens are replaced with bulkier groups such as alkyl group, this carbon will be hindered for the attack of nucleophile. That is, this bulkier group will cause a steric hindrance on this carbon. As we compare this methyl halide with that of primary alkyl halide. The steric hindrance will be more in primary. Then it is much more in secondary alkyl halide, and it is most in the tertiary alkyl halide. So this carbon will be more roomier in this tertiary alkyl halide, so that this reaction order is in the decreasing order. So what will be the reaction order? This is the fourth characteristic. It will be maximum for methyl, then primary, then secondary, then tertiary. So these are the some of the features of SN2 mechanism. And we will then move to the energy profile diagram of SN2 reaction. This is potential energy, and this is the reaction coordinates. So first we will get a graph like this. This is A plus B. A plus B, that is reactants. Here it is alkyl halide plus nucleophile. This is the transition state. And transition state contain both nucleophile as well as alkyl halide. This is C plus D, that is product. The product is inverted product plus a halide group, that is Br minus. So the energy will be always less for products than that of reactants. Then will only this reaction happen. So this is the energy profile diagram of SN2 reactions. Okay, so these are main characteristic steps of SN2 mechanism, and these reactions are favored by polar protic solvents than that of aprotic solvents. SN1 mechanisms or reactions. SN1 reaction. So as the name indicates, it is nucleophilic substitution unimolecular. Nucleophilic substitution unimolecular. We are representing it like this. That is capital S, that is for substitution reaction. Then N for nucleophilic. Then 1 for unimolecular. Nucleophilic substitution unimolecular. So here it is a two-step reaction. Step 1 is this alkyl and alkyl halide will form a carbocation. This is the carbocation plus a halide, that is the slow ionization will occur in this alkyl halide by the influence of the base we are using, and a carbocation and a leaving group, that is halide ion, will be formed. This is the slow step or rate determining step. This is the step 1. In the step 2, this carbocation will react with a base. This carbocation will react with a base, and we will get the product. So this is the product. One of the main important characteristic of SN2 reaction, it is a two-step reaction. So first characteristic, it is a two-step reaction. And moving to its kinetics, R is proportional to concentration of reactants in the rate determining step. Here rate determining step is step 1, that is the slow step. So it involves only the concentration of alkyl halide. So R is equal to K into concentration of Rx. So it involves only the concentration of alkyl halide. This is a first order kinetic reaction. First order reaction. The second characteristic, that is, it is a first order reaction, and so it is unimolecular reaction. Then moving to its stereochemistry, the other one, SN2 reaction, its stereochemistry we have already discussed. It will give always inverted product, no returned product will be there. But here there is equal probability for inverted as well as this returned product. So we will look on to its stereochemistry. So this is the carbocation. So it will have a vacant orbital, and we are reacting it with a base, that is, we are taking here a water as the reactant. So there is an equal probability for the base to get attacked to the both this lobe. This base can attack here as well as this side. There is an equal probability for this base or water molecule to attack on either of these lobes. So we will get two types of product. This one as well as this one. So this is the inverted product, and this is the returned product, that is, this nucleophile will attack to the lobe or side where from which this halide ion is eliminated, and this is the inverted product, that is rear side attack. Front side attack and rear side attack will equally occur in this SN1 reaction, and there is a chance, or we will get a product, inverted product will be slightly more than that of the returned product. So fourth characteristic, that is racemization of products. What do you mean by racemization? That is equimolar concentration of both isomers, two types of isomer, that is known as racemization. So we will get inverted as well as returned product for this SN1 reaction. And this when comparing its reactivity, there will be a reverse order that of SN1 reaction. So this is methyl halide, then primary, then secondary, then tertiary. Here the reaction order will be in the reverse, that is, it is in the increasing order. SN2, it was in the decreasing order. So this here the reverse will happen because the formation of carbocation that will be more easily, or more stable carbocation will be formed in the tertiary carbocation than in the secondary, than in the primary, and it will be least stable for methyl carbocation. So most stable carbocation will be formed in the tertiary carbocation. So the more reactive compound or SN1 reaction will be favored by this type of tertiary compounds. So reacting or reactivity order will be tertiary greater than secondary greater than primary greater than methyl group. This will be the order, and this reaction is favored by polar electrolytic solvents. And weak bases will undergo SN1 reaction, and strong bases will undergo SN2 reaction. And moving to its energy profile diagram. This is potential energy and this is the reaction coordinates. We will get two peaks. This is A plus B, this is C plus D. A plus B is alkyl halide plus nucleophile. This is ionization into, that is first step, step 1, that is ionization into carbocation and halide ion. A carbocation lies in between these two peaks. The carbocation will be here. And this is step 2. This peak is for step 2, that is attack of carbocation with the nucleophile. And here we will get product, that is our alcohol and halide ion. So this is the energy profile diagram for SN1 reaction.